our nation's capital. Tonight, it's the 6th annual Kennedy Center Mark Twain Prize for American Humor, celebrating this year's honoree, Dave Chappelle, Eve Ensler, Jane Fonda, Daryl Hammond, Sarah Jones, George Lopez, Catherine Roberts, and Elaine Stritch, with appearances by Whoopi Goldberg, Steve Martin, and Robin Williams, with musical director G.E. Smith. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the one and only Miss Piggy.
When I have a brand new hairdo and my eyelashes all in curls, I just float through the air like hairdo. I enjoy being Mwah! Oh, thank you, Missy, thank you. Oh, yes. When was dear friend Mark Twain asked me to accept this award, I was, of course, flattered, though it came as no surprise. I am happy to accept. Wait a second. Wait, there's something wrong with the prompter. It says I'm here to present this award? What? Where's my agent? Bernie, I can't believe you booked me on another award show. You're fired! Tonight's lucky winner is... Oh, Lily Tomlin! Oh, Lily, where are you? Where are you, honey? Oh, hello, sweetie!
Hello, Miss Piggy.
Oh! I am so happy for you! Sincerely, Lily, I am so proud to be here to present this honor. After all, where would Ernestine be without her? And we're, yes. Where would you be without Ernestine? Probably still serving clam rolls at the Howard Johnson. This is your night, sister. We love you, Lily. Mwah! Kissy.
Many people have to pay to get in.
The thing about people in show is because first of all, I never, when I was for instance, when I was a baby, I was just a little girl and I was in Detroit, and the first thing that happened was, oh, I know it, because when Tony his autograph, and I can remember
98% of the adults in this country are decent, hard-working, honest Americans. It's the other lousy 2% that get all the publicity. But then again, we elect.
Never be flat. Always be natural.
I am Madame Lupe, the world's oldest living beauty expert.
Hi. I am not a professional actress. I am a real person, like yourself.
Why is it when we talk to God, we're said to be praying, but when God talks to us, we're schizophrenic?
Babies come from their mother's stomach. Yeah. Yes, you must treat them very kindly. All the ladies in the hospital have babies in their stomachs. And then when they come out, they put them in the window, and the lady who gets well first gets to pick the baby shit.
One ring-a-ding-ding. Two ring-a-ding-ding. Gracious, good afternoon. Is this the Sinatra residence? Are you his maid? Oh, you're his girl Friday. Well, what about Saturday and Sunday?
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cast of Everybody Loves Raymond, please welcome Emmy Award winner, Doris Roberts.
Thank you. A character-building thing about doing television is that it humbles you. Well, at least it did me. When I first worked with Lily, I was in one of Lily's specials. I was a prison matron, and she was a clown. I stepped into the scene, and whop, I got a pie right in my face. Now, the unfortunate thing was that there was no film in the camera. It was an outrageous show. It was a brilliant show, and it won an Emmy. So naturally, the suits at ABC didn't pick it up. But maybe they did the world a favor, because Lily and the brilliant Jane Wagner went on to create an original and an extraordinary one-woman play. I'm talking about, of course, The Search for Signs of Intelligent Life in the Universe. In that show, as in everything she does, Lily's characters are drawn from her life and mixed with her genius. I remember going to see her backstage after her performance one night, and there was her mother, Lily May. And she was sitting there with a little coat, a little hat, a little scarf, and in a voice straight out of Lily's cabinet of characters, she said, "Well, I couldn't do that." Well, you did, Lily May, through your marvelous, gifted genius of a daughter. Let's take a look.
This is my mother. I know she's excited tonight because she never expected to be on television. But most of all, I think she never expected that I would be on television, even though I was always performing. As a child, I always used to imitate all the people in our neighborhood. For instance, Dot, who used to check groceries at the corner supermarket. "Maurice, look in the detectome mirror. There's someone eating chickens off the rotisserie again." I remember a few other things my mother told me that also turned out not to be true. And I've jotted them down over the years in my notebook, which I've cleverly concealed here in the side of my shoe. And I'd like to read them to you. For example, your teenage years will be the happiest years of your life. Enough is enough. Only tramps get their ears pierced. Listen to me, the people in Washington know what's best, or they wouldn't be there. There was a time when all the magazines that were offered to women were of two types. One was about good women, and they used words like meatloaf, budget, mending, and curtains. And there were ones about bad women that used words like throbbing, lurid, sordid, and seamy. They were about the kind of woman who gave too much, too soon, to too many, too often.
The 1950s was the most sexually frustrated decade ever. 10 years of foreplay. In the 1960s, well, the 1960s was like coitus interruptus. The only thing we didn't pull out of was Vietnam. I want to hold your hand. I want to hold your hand. Janie, did you get the tickets? Thank God. Murray the K just said that Paul is getting married. That only leaves Georgia and Ringo. I'm going to kill myself. Just a second, just a second. What, Mother? I am doing my geometry.
$1970. Women's strike for equality. Listen to this. Edie and Marge and I were there marching with 50,000 others down Fifth Avenue. The Senate held ERA hearings for the first time since 1956. We thought we were going to change it all.
Tonight,
Betty Friedan.
we learned the power of our sisterhood.
The power of our sisterhood. Oh, I feel such a rush. A positive woman energy. Sisters all over the country are forming consciousness-raising groups like ours. When women get equality, social and economic equality, there'll be no more wars.
Right on, sister. Can you believe Henry Kissinger saying power is the ultimate aphrodisiac? Really?
Well, hell, women don't want to fight. We'd rather sit around in a circle and process, right, Lynn?
Oh, Marge, Edie, you're right. This is about moving the whole species forward, not just half of it.
I love you. I would make you an honorary Latina, but I don't want you to get pulled over tonight for no reason. The cool thing about paying tribute to Lily is that you are in such great company. Now, I am currently producing a Latino remake of 9 to 5 with a total Latino cast, and I'm gonna call it, I'll try to be in by 11. When I was growing up, our TV didn't work so good, so now every time I look at Lily, I have to picture her with a coat hanger and foil coming out of the top of her head. I actually wanted to shake her hand, but I couldn't find my pair of pliers. Anyway, I had this big intro worked out to Lily's characters, but then, you know, I got the opportunity to let Whoopi Goldberg do all the heavy lifting. So with respect, con todo respeto, ladies and gentlemen, Whoopi Goldberg.
The greatest thing for me about Lily Tomlin was finding out that if you did a child, you could say anything. In the mouth of children, like Edith Ann, you could comment on anything going on in the world. Of course, I stole this idea. I'm not gonna lie, you know. I'm not gonna say I didn't. I did. I copped it because Lily was great at it. I said to myself, well, if she's doing it, shit, I could do it too. Shoot, shoot, I said, shoot, I could do it too. So that's what I did. And it's an imaginary world that you create for these little kids. Now, when you watch a pro do it, you lose sight of the fact that this is a grown woman in an oversized rocking chair. And then I saw Ernestine. I have an Aunt Ernestine who looked just like Lily. I mean, a little darker, you know, because she was black, obviously. Well, she's actually a mulatto, but that's not the point. She was really, really like this all the time. And I thought, there is now validation for my Aunt Ernestine. Validation of her as a woman. Because Lily had this thing and did that one ringy-dingy thing. So I probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Lily Tomlin. Because Lily made it cool for me to do what I did. Do all my characters be my silly self? Lily, you got me a job, girl. I got a show now called Hoopy. 'Cause of you. Congratulations, girl. It's a great award. It means the country finally realizes that you are the fabulous Lily Tomlin.
You know, Latinos also love Ernestine because a lot of us have jobs at the phone company. And occasionally are late paying our bills. You know, I was an only child inspired by Lily Tomlin. And, you know, when you're Latino and you're an only child, I know what you guys are thinking, ethnically impossible. It's a lot of pressure in being a Latino only child. My mom would make me run around the house so I look like a lot of kids. Somebody's at the door, get to the window. I grew up surrounded by women, none of them funny. They actually use funny as a threat. Keep laughing. You want funny? I'll show you funny. Keep laughing. When I take off my sandal, we'll see how funny you are. And now, ladies and gentlemen, one ringy dingy.
A gracious hello.
My grandmother loved that smart-ass little kid, Edith Ann. Actually, what I think my grandmother really liked was Edith Ann's big chair. You know, my grandmother weighed, well, in her words, don't worry about what I weigh. So furniture was always a tight fit for her. And she would always say, "Mijo, get me a big chair like that little girl." Now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason that parents invented the timeout. Edith Ann.
Maybe you could ask me some questions and then I could tell you the answers. Don't be little scaredy cats. What is your question?
How old would you like to be?
I would like to be 13. And then I could live in a truck. Go ahead.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Who says I have to grow up? And who says I have to be anything anyway?
Very good.
I got to be me. I got to be me.
You like boys?
Some of them I like them, and some I do not. Because Junior Phillips takes his PD out at school. It's not so interesting. I've seen it lots of times.
Did I ever tell you about the birds and the bees?
Everybody here has one thing on their mind. Ask me something interesting.
Edith Ann, do you like school and do you like your school teacher? And if so, do you behave in school?
Yes, I do like school. I go to 2 different schools. One to learn about baby Jesus, and one to learn about smog. I'm not going no more. I learned everything. And you know, baby Jesus has a light on his head so he can read comics in the bin. And I will say goodnight, and that's the truth.
She was one of the original creators of SCTV, and that was One Damn Funny Show. She was also one of the stars of director Chris Guest's movie ensembles. She's appeared in Waiting for Guffman, my personal favorite, Best in Show, and another one of my favorites, A Mighty Wind. She also starred with Lily Tomlin in Orange County. Please welcome Catherine O'Hara.
Like all female impersonators, I wanted to be just like Lily. She was and is fearless. She doesn't present characters as much as sweet old souls. And they often carry a heavy message, though you may not realize it because you're laughing so hard. And because Lily, like a loving mother, carefully guides you and gives you a good push when necessary and weans you onto reality. I love the world through Lily's eyes, and I still want to be just like you. In 1967, the makers of Grr handpicked a perfect little homemaker from Calumet City, Illinois, Mrs. Judith Beasley, to share the news of their laundry detergent with all the little ladies of America. And a television spokesperson was born.
Hi. For years, I have had a family problem I could not solve. Stains in my family wash. I tried every brand of detergent on the market, but nothing seemed to do the job. Then about a month ago, a man came to the door and asked me to try something new called Grr. He said to me, "With Grr, your problems will be over." Naturally, I was skeptical, but I tried it anyway. And was I surprised? Everything came out perfect, even the tough things. I was so excited, I just had to come on TV and tell you about it. With Grr, your problems will be over. Grr contains a new additive called carnivore that seeks out and gobbles up stains like 1,000 tiny little piranha fish. To prove it, I have brought some samples from my own family laundry. Ooh, see this diaper? It has been worn 6 days. Disgusting. And look at these grass stains on Billy's chinos. These are really tough. And here, these lipstick stains on my husband's collar. Well, anyway, I am only going to take half a cup of Grr. You only need half a cup because it's concentrated. See? You can actually feel it coming on for weeks and weeks now. He's been so indifferent no matter how hard I try to please him. Because it's concentrated, you save money because you use less and less time at home. All those nights he said he was going bowling, I was just carrying myself along like some kind of fool. Well, the hell with you. Grr is not only strong, it is safe for even the most delicate washables, like this sheer pink negligee he gave me on our 8th anniversary. You know, all you ever wanted was supper on the table and no responsibility. Well, you want to know something? Billy isn't yours.
Professional actress, I am a real person like yourself. And I am here to test Stay Put, that wonderful new hairspray for hard-to-hold hair. The good people from Stay Put have asked me to show you how well my hair will stay put under conditions like these. Okay, boys. It's hard to believe, and yet it's true. I have super hard-to-hold problems with baby fine hair. Before I discovered Stay Put, I tried all the other products on the market. The ones made for hard-to-hold hair were so stiff and sticky, they made my hair look like spaghetti. I've had it, I tried, but finally decided to just give up when the man on TV told me to try Stay Put. He said it would give my hair that fashion finish. Naturally, I was skeptical, but I tried it anyway, and was I surprised? So I advise you to try to buy Stay Put. a daisy. And you can imagine how soft and manageable my hair is. Just the way Harold likes it. Watch it, Buster.
Stay put, gives you that fashion finish. From the cast of Saturday Night Live, Darrell Hammond.
Please, for the 6th year in a row, conducting the Mark Twain 5, Mr. G.E. Smith. I hope that everyone is doing well tonight. I'm actually feeling very grateful these days. I'm grateful that history has served me up some really wonderful characters to play with on Saturday Night Live, because the truth is, without people like Bill Clinton and Arnold Schwarzenegger, I probably would be wandering around the New York subway system with my pants down doing Regis Philbin for a quarter pound. Spare some change, Gelman is hungry. Recently, there was a meeting between Mr. Schwarzenegger and Mr. Bush, and what do you suppose they were talking about? Maybe it wasn't anything important at all. Mr. Bush might have said something like, "That sword in Conan, was it heavy?" And then Mr. Schwarzenegger might have said something as simple as, "I never said that I admired Hitler. All I said was that goose stepping is good for the hams and the glutes." I'll tell you something, the thing that I've really always loved about both President Bush is that they absolutely insist on speaking their minds and being utterly themselves. George Sr. would become visibly angry with a statement that was too politically correct. And George Jr. takes it a step further. Sometimes he'll be in the middle of a sentence he doesn't like and just lose interest. I know in this war there's a lot of warlike talk, and I would get is that. Which makes it really fascinating to me to see how angry he gets when he loses his place in the middle of a sentence, because he's not angry that he lost his place. He's angry that he has to finish a sentence that he's decided he doesn't like. We're working tirelessly to, look, we're tireless. Thank you. Switching parties for just a second, Al Gore said recently that he thinks maybe he should have let Bill Clinton campaign for him down in Florida in the 2000 election. And I'm sure Mr. Clinton remembers it differently. I offered to go to Florida, press the flesh, mass market, the human touch. Hell, I was going to be down there for spring break anyway. A little bit of what I do. The reason that I admire Lily Tomlin so much is that I copy reality, and she actually creates it. And one of those realities is showbiz. Lily's show business creations are both appealing and appalling at the same time. Let's watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Messiah of Love, Mr. Purvis Hawkins.
Let me hear you say. Say it for your main man. I'm not singing songs tonight about what it'd be like if we was lovers. I'm singing about us loving one another like we and like we was brothers. The world today sure makes Purvis nervous. But whenever I feel my teeth on edge, I recall that song by Sister Sledge. We are family. Each of us a twig dig on the family tree. Well, let me hear you say we. I said we care about cleaning the air, about being fair to all the children at the well.
Let me tell you a funny story, Lily. A few years back in Chicago, I landed a regular gig playing organ at the ballpark. Oh, everything was going great until 7th inning stretch, when the artiste here decided she had to play ebb tide because I wanted to do my own thing.
Bobby, how courageous of you.
Oh, no, I went over like the proverbial lead balloon, Lily. You know, but I grew up a little that afternoon. I realized that sometimes it's my job just to keep the customers satisfied. And at the ballpark, you give them... Of course, that doesn't stop me from sneaking a little ebb tide in on the foot pedals every now and then. It's tough on people like us, Lily. You, me, your friend. People with a dream. Remember, though, they never called what we do show art. They call it show business.
I'm angry at Detroit for making all those cars. I'm angry at Japan for all the sushi bars. I'm angry at Hollywood for making all those stars. I'm angry at the world and at Mercury and Mars. I'm angry at Pac-Man for wasting all my time. I'm angry at myself, angry all the time. And this may shock some people I know. I never even saw the Rocky Horror Show. Don't you look out to me.
Give me a little chikunk, 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 kunk, kunk. You know, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't take a genius to see what a crazy mixed-up world this is. That nutty Ayatollah thing, the blacks, the whites, the showbiz president who doesn't know which end is hip. Chikunk, 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 kunk, kunk. So when people come to me and they say, Tommy Velour, what would you do if you ruled the world? Chikunk, chikunk, kunk, kunk. And contrary to what you people think, I don't have all the answers. But if I ruled the world, every dude would have a chick to behold. All my records would turn solid gold. Yes, my friend, if the day ever gone when I
Please welcome one of the funniest stand-up comics still standing, Dave Chappelle.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Lily, thank you. It's an honor to be here. I'm pretty much known for doing racial comedy, but the odds are not with me tonight. I'm going to lay off of that for a minute. I'm all about the human family. Besides, I know the truth about racism, okay? Racism was here before anybody in this room was on this planet. It's not our fault. It's society. Society tells us who we're supposed to be. We get along fine when we're young, and at a certain age, society steps in. All right, you go to college, you go to jail, split it up. Hold up, man, I got a jump shot. Well, get your ass out of jail and get into college. Because a jump shot is a terrible thing to waste. Whew. You guys, I'm just joking, man. Come on, I'm all about humanity. If I was older, if I was a child of the 60s, I would have been a hippie. I'd be protesting and all that stuff. I almost protested the war early on. Almost. Till I seen what happened to them Dixie chicks. I said, forget that. They'll do that to 3 white women, they will tear my black ass to pieces. And I'll tell you what, there was a time when a profane comedian such as myself couldn't get an opportunity on TV. And of course, right now I'm speaking of Richard Pryor. You know, Richard Pryor was always like trouble to networks because he was never not dangerous. But Lily didn't care about that. All Lily cared about was what was funny, and when it came time to do her own shows, she had the courage to hire Richard Pryor. Give her a round of applause for that, everybody. Let's have a look.
Where you been? I ain't seen you for a week, baby.
I've been down the job training place doing my job.
You know, I always suspect those training programs was mainly to provide jobs for the people doing the training. And you trained all right. You're highly skilled at not working.
You're a jive turkey. I am a worker. It's not because I don't want to work, just because there's nothing worthwhile working for. You got a good touch.
Here, that's homemade potato soup. It needs salt.
No, it needs some potatoes. Where's the potatoes? I don't like pepper on my stuff. And what's this? Give me some bread, some butter. Some crackers irritate the line of my mouth.
You irritate the lining of my mind.
You ever kiss a black man?
How dare you imply such a notion?
You ever kiss any kind of man?
I'm warning you, you could be in severe trouble.
I'm just playing with you. You know, I'm trying to relax you because I see you got claustrophobia. I don't want you to be upset. Why don't you just relax, take off your clothes.
You must be kidding.
Well, kind of. No, I'm just playing with you, woman. I wouldn't hurt nobody for nothing in the world. I travels a lot, you know. I used to be in the insurance business. Take a chance with Lance. That was my insurance company.
A lady who worked for me, Rochelle Robinson, went with a man just like you.
Yeah? Did he treat her good?
Not in my opinion, he didn't.
What do you mean by that?
He took all her money. She had a lovely little apartment over our garage. He was there all the time. I told Rochelle many times to get rid of him.
Yeah, was he taking care of business?
I'm sure I don't know what you're speaking of.
I think we better be cool. Somebody listening to us. Well, I always let people mind their own business myself. You look like an attractive woman. I hope I ain't out of line, but you're elegant. See, I like your style. Is that you? I mean, that smell. Is that your perfume?
Yes, it is. It's my own individually compounded scent.
See, I like that, a woman with her own individual scent. I got my own scent.
Yes, I've noticed.
I call it a natural. You likes it?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
Well, some people likes it, some people don't.
How did you ever get the name of Lightning Bug Johnson?
Well, you see, I was born back in 1901, June 5th. Never will forget it. Sweetport, Louisiana, and they had a lightning bug plague. And that's how my daddy saw to bring me forth, because there wasn't no lights. The lightning bug landed on my face. My father stepped on it, and they called me Lightning Bug. Been kind of hard to call me Shoeface, you know what I mean?
I love Lily Tomlin in a way that I can only say is, I'm just saying that I saw her do comedy and it made me hard. Harder than Chinese algebra. I mean, I laughed, but at the same time, I was stimulated. You are a great woman. I look up here, at you up there. I look down here. I look way back there. I see Rumsfeld having a cocktail. All of this is so good because you keep talking about the fine points of life. You are everything in one. Tutto la mano caravizza terra, which means you got the whole world in your hand. Don't drop it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the many characters of Sarah Jones.
Lily, you've inspired so many people from all backgrounds, so tonight I've brought along a few fans who insisted on paying tribute to you tonight.
Okay. Just a minute here. Where's my sweater? Wait a minute. Okay. Here. Is it time for me yet? I could have gone to the bathroom if I know I had this kind of time here. Oh, God. Is it on? Okay. Hi. Okay. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? My name is Lorraine. Lorraine Levine. I can't see a thing here. Just a moment. Listen, Sarah Jones is... Oh, God. Okay. Hi. Sarah Jones is a young black girl. She puts us in her one-person shows that she does in the theater, okay? She makes me work, you understand? Even with my diverticulitis out here, okay? But at least tonight I don't mind because we're here honoring Lily Tomlin. How I love her. Oh, God. She's so wonderful. You know, she's not Jewish. But even so, very funny. She's very talented. She's a smart lady, you know, and she connects to the older people, the younger people. Very important nowadays, especially with these young kids. You know, like my grandson, he comes to me, he says, Grandma, can we please have the hip-hop DJ for my bar mitzvah? Okay, first of all, he's wearing a shirt. It's the size of a tent. It has the Puffy Daddy, Pity Diddy on it. And he's there with his friends. They're rapping, and they're spitting all over each other. You know, with this beast box that they do. So now he wants me to call him Funkmaster Sharovsky. So, I don't know. What can you do? You know, you try to stay young at heart, right? You're wonderful. God bless. Sweetheart, mazel tov. You deserve. Okay, good evening. My name is Praveen Manvi. I am a human rights worker from India. Well, when I heard that we are coming to Washington, D.C., I said, oh, God. First time thinking this will be for another meeting with some tiresome politician trying to make me feel comfortable by telling how often he is eating the curry in Georgetown. Okay. But what is important is that, thank God, instead we are here to honor this woman. We in India, we admire her very much. Even we have had our own version of this search for signs of intelligent life in the Ganges. But it pales in comparison to the real thing. Thank you, Lily. You are fantastic, dear. Okay, great. Okay, hi. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to tell you how excited I am to be here and everything, because it's like, first of all, you know, just like people, they don't even realize, you know, that like, I mean, we're here and it's like, oh my God, okay, I'm gonna try not to be nervous and everything, because like when I get nervous, I talk really fast and nobody could understand nothing that I'm saying and everything. But I know that like a lot of people, they came out here and everything to celebrate Lily, so like you came from LA or something like that and you probably think that I'm Mexican. That's okay, I know, it's very confusing, but I'm Dominican. That means I'm from the Dominican Republic. I know you don't know where that's at, but it's where you get your baseball players from, so it's okay. Okay. But really what I wanted to say is that like as a writer myself, you know, it's like very important that I have role models and stuff like, you know, like Lily and Jane Wagner, you know, because they remind me to be like, you know, proud of my voice and everything, which is very important because, you know, especially right now, like me as a Latina, you know, like we're about to be the majority in like 2 weeks. So it's like, I'm very proud. So, Lily, darling, I just want to tell you that I think you're absolutely brilliant from the bottom of my real heart, my real voice. Sorry about that. No, okay, no, this is the real me. No, this is from all of us. We love you, Lily. Thank you, Sarah.
Hi, Lily. I'm so sorry I can't be there tonight, but I'm in the bar next door. And it's a long way. First of all, congratulations on getting this award. There's no one who deserves it more than you. Maybe Mark Twain. I don't know, but he's not going to get it. Not now. He's not doing anything. He hasn't done anything for a while. And I loved our experiences together. All of Me was one of my best films, and you were so great to work with. I was very nervous when I first met you. Maybe you didn't know that. I was so in awe of you, and you were so kind and good and generous and thoughtful, and we just had a great time on that movie, and it was a success for us, and I was very, very happy about that. And then the other movies we've done together, A Father of the Bride, I love that. You were so much fun every day on the set, and I remember so many anecdotes from that movie. Like when we would have lunch. And then we did the movie Parenthood. And when I heard I was working with you again, I said, oh, this is fantastic. I'm going to get to work with Lily again. And then we had the same kind of fun time. And I think we did a Star Trek, didn't we? And then the marriage. Well, it was my fault. I mean, you know, we were so close, we were such good friends, but I was not ready. I wasn't ready to be married. I didn't know how to love. And you know what? When the marriage was over, I realized that you had taught me how to love. And that has helped me so much today, even though I'm still single. And it's been 11 years. But anyway, thank you so much for being you. Thank you for all your comedic gifts. Thank you for all the happiness, not only that you brought to the audience, but also to us comedians, because we talk about you and we respect you so much, and we know that you are #1. So congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Catherine O'Hara.
I am so happy to be introducing our next guest because I'm such a huge fan. Last year, she took home the Tony for her brilliant one-woman show recounting a life in show business. Here she is tonight to perform the opening number from that production, the most remarkable Elaine Stritch.
Well, it's like the prostitute once said. It's not the work, it's the stairs. The costumes. The costume designer for the musical company had me wear one white pearl earring and one gray pearl earring, and I do not know why. But I figured the part I played, Joanne, she drank, so one night she just mixed them up. Later on in the run, however, I was told to wear my gray pearl earring on my downstage ear. The scenery. Curtain went up one night at the Music Box Theater on West 45th Street. I did the first scene of the play Bus Stop with Phyllis Love. No laughs, very strange. The stage manager had goofed. The curtain was up, the asbestos was down. The makeup, I hate it. I need it. The props. One night the property man on some whodunit forgot to set a revolver underneath the husband's napkin. The husband was supposed to shoot the wife across the breakfast table. On cue, no revolver. The husband grabs a fistful of Schmucker's jam and he shouts at his wife across the breakfast table, "I'm gonna kill you with this poison jelly." It's a great actor. It's a lousy prop man. The audience that lifts you when you're down, not in Three Indelicate Ladies in Boston, not in the Cinepat Muldoon in Wilmington, not in Dancing at the End Zone at the Coconut Grove Playhouse, not in Woman Bites Dog in Philadelphia, and not in I Found April at the Trinity Playhouse at McKeesport, Pennsylvania, to mention just a few. The headaches, the heartaches, the backaches, the flops. Been there, done that, got all the T-shirts. The sheriff who escorts you out of town, well, not exactly out of town, but out of the Variety Club in Philadelphia in a flop, drunk and disorderly at 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, the opening when your heart beats like a drum, I'll drink to that, and did. The closing, when the customers won't come. Shit. There's no business like show business, like no business. I know. Everything about it is appealing. Everything the traffic will allow. Nowhere can you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow. 1954, The Ed Sullivan Show. Night, ladies and gentlemen, on a really big shoe. The shoe stopper from On Your Toes. Eileen Strick. At 18210 Birchcrest Drive in the suburbs of Detroit, Michigan, my mother clicked off the television set and went upstairs to bed. I'll watch it when he gets her name right. My father watched alone. There's no people like show people. They smile when they are low, good for them. Even with a turkey that you know will fold, you may be stranded out in the cold. Still, you wouldn't trade it for a sack of gold. Try me. You have it with you? Maybe you left it in a cab. Did you maybe leave it in a cab? Yesterday they told you you would not go far. That night you opened, and there you are. Next day on your dressing room, they've hung a star. There's good news and there's bad news. And there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is I have got a terrific acceptance speech for a Tony. The bad news is I've had it for 45 years. The good news is I won a Tony. The bad news is they cut the speech. Let's go. On with the... On, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's get on with it. Why not get on with it? Doobie, 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 scooby, doobie, doobie. Let's get on with the show. Why not? Thank you. I bet Lily Tomlin thought I was going to talk about her tonight. Well, actually, we do have something in common. We're both from Detroit. But so is Madonna. So. And we both did one-woman shows, and believe it or not, I'm embarrassed to say this, but I never saw Lily Tomlin's hit Broadway show. So when I came to Washington, my producers sent the video of The Search over to my hotel, and I put it on. And 10 minutes into it, I pressed pause, and I called the operator, and I told her to hold my calls. And then I put a do not disturb on my door, and I watched it. I watched it. And yes, I am going to talk about you tonight, Lily Tomlin. You knocked me out. Tonight is your night. Definitely, overwhelmingly, unmistakably, gloriously, your night. So for God's sakes, enjoy it. And oh, by the way, that quote of Lily Tomlin's, when I grow up, I want to be somebody. I should have been more specific. Wrong. You got it just right. Ladies and gentlemen, a film clip from The Search.
Frankly, going crazy was the best thing ever happened to me. I don't say it's for everybody. Some people couldn't cope. But for me, it came at a time when nothing else seemed to be working. Uh-oh, runaway cars! ahead and stare, rubbernecks. I love an audience. I got the kind of madness Socrates talked about. A divine release of the soul from the yoke of custom and convention. I refuse to be intimidated by reality anymore. After all, what is reality anyway? Nothing but a collective hunch. Now, since I put reality on a back burner, my days are jam-packed and fun-filled.
All my life, I've wanted to be somebody. But I see now I should have been more specific.
Yes, I am having an affair. But not for long. It's one thing to tolerate a boring marriage, but a boring affair does not make sense.
I'm Brandy. And this is Tina.
Welcome to Talk Radio.
Hey, tape recorder. You're not a trick. What are you, a writer? Tina, another writer type. You're the second one this month.
My space chums say they are learning so much about us since they began to timeshare my trances. They said to me, Trudy, the human mind is so strange. I told them, that's nothing compared to the human genitals. They find it hard to grasp stuff comes easy to us. I show them this can of Campbell's tomato soup. This is soup. And then I show them a picture of Andy Warhol's painting of a can of Campbell's tomato soup. This is art. This is soup. And this is art. Art, soup, soup, art. Now, what is this? No, this is soup. And this is art. Once more. Think I'll turn in early tonight, Toots. How about you?
Oh, hush. Listen, Lud, who was it said that quote about that old saying? Listen to me. Who was it said that quote? Bootsy knows, don't you, Bootsy? Here, give me your glasses. Do you remember?
Did you hear what you just said, Marie?
What?
You about to say something somebody said. You couldn't think who said it or what it was they said.
Oh, and I suppose that never happens to you.
And my glasses are sitting up there in your hair.
That never happens to him, does it, Bootsy?
If I couldn't think who said something or what it was they said, I simply would not bring up the subject, Marie. I'd simply keep my mouth shut. Something I wish you'd consider more often.
Hyperactive twins. When they turned 3, the doctor prescribed Ritalin. I wouldn't dream of giving drugs to my children, but it does help when I take it myself. At some point, they realized that there were 2 of them and only 1 of me. One rainy day, I stayed home sick. They were unusually hyper. Do you want Mommy to teach you a new game? I actually dragged them out to my car through the pouring rain, put them in the back seat. Stay there and play car wash.
When I was in L.A., I found this suicide note in the street where my aerobics class is. I don't know why I picked it up. You know it's more my nature to step over things. But something compelled me. It was right outside this metaphysical bookstore. I thought it could be a sign. Lately, I seem to look for signs. Thank you. The closer I get to menopause, the more metaphysical I'm becoming. Cheers.
Hey, what's this? Dear Trudy, thanks for making our stay here so jam-packed and fun-filled. We have orders to go to a higher bio-vibrational plane. Just wanted you to know the neurochemical imprints of our cardio-cortical experiences here on Earth will remain with us always. But what we take with us into space that we cherish most is the goosebump experience. Yeah, remember that night I took him to the theater? We're standing there in the dark. I feel one of them tug my sleeve. He whispers, Trudy, look. I said, yeah, goosebumps. You really like the play that much? They said it wasn't the play gave them goosebumps, it was the audience. I forgot to tell them to watch the play. They've been watching the audience. Yeah, to see a group of strangers sitting together in the dark, laughing and crying about the same things, just knocked them out. They said, Trudy, the play was soup. The audience, art.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Doris Roberts.
Perhaps no one has done more to awaken us to the global blight of violence against women than this brilliant playwright. And she has done it while retaining humor and humanity. She's a dear friend of Lily's and the author of the Vagina Monologues, which I had the great pleasure of performing. Please welcome Eve Ensler.
First time I ever saw Lily Tomlin perform, I was in my early 20s in New York City in a dark theater on Broadway. She played a character who didn't have a vagina. He had balls, and she grabbed them. It was a revolutionary moment. It was mind-blowing. It was dangerous. It was exciting. And I have to say, at that moment, my entire life changed. It wasn't until 20 years later that I realized that that moment had opened up something inside me. It had opened up and had given license to and permission to my ability to one day talk openly and everywhere about vaginas. Bless you, Lily Tomlin. The Vagina Monologues did and has caused a bit of controversy, but sometimes, actually often, controversy is what art needs to be about. In 1904, Mark Twain dictated an anti-war poem that was rejected by his publisher. It wasn't any particular war or against any particular war, it was just against war in general. In 1973, Lily had the first of her TV specials. She created an anti-war piece. Again, no politics beyond war is terrible. CBS rejected it, just like Twain's publisher rejected his piece. Now I feel honored that for the first time I get to introduce in front of any audience, live or televised, Judith Beasley in War Games.
Supper time, 128.
Billy Cartwright, I want you to come to supper. Wash your hands and face. Billy. Who put this here? I said now, who put this landmine near the porch? This game has got to stop. Supper's on the table.
Tommy Wilson, I saw that. Young man, don't you run. You put down that gun. Is that blood on your clothes? You go on home now. Your mother's going to be worried. The game is over.
Billy Cartwright, I'm not going to call you again. I want you to come to supper.
Oh, look at my roses. Who ran over my roses? Look at these tank traps. You're going to get your bottom tanned, young man. Evelyn, have you seen my Billy? Who are these children, anyway? I don't think any of them are yours, Evelyn. If you see my Billy, tell him supper's on the table.
I saw that, Herbie Duncan. I got your plane number.
Young man, get in this house. I have been screaming for you. Supper's on the table. Look at my yard. You're going to have to clean it. Where's your leg? Well, you're going to have to go find it. I guess you think legs grow on trees. No, not now. You come inside first. Supper's on the table. I said come on inside, leg or no leg. Supper's waiting. And look at this porch.
Lily has never been afraid of controversy, but somehow when it comes from her, you like it. In addition to stage and television, Lily has brought enormous talents to film. Who else but Lily could be a love interest for both John Travolta and Art Carney? A foil for both Steve Martin and Miss Piggy. A confidant for Martin Sheen and Dolly Parton. That is range, girls. From the several hundred scenes we could have shown to demonstrate this, here are two that are particularly delicious. The Incredible Shrinking Woman was written by the equally incredible Jane. Thank you. Lily plays a housewife whose lifetime of exposure to every cleanser and hygiene product has caused her to shrink. But first, a tale of possession as Lily and Steve Martin inhabit the same body and come to a sexual standoff. Here, directed by Mark Twain Prize winner Carl Reiner, is All of Me.
Buena, what are you doing?
I am thinking of very old nuns.
Please don't do this to me.
Roger, don't you want me?
Oh, God. Now she's thinking of dead kittens. Would you excuse us? All right. What happened to, oh, Roger, you're my best friend?
I just don't feel like performing a sexual act on Fred's daughter.
Okay. How about if she performs one on us?
No.
Please?
No. What is so important about sex?
What's so important about... That's like saying, what's so important about laughing? Or Duke Ellington, or the World Series. It's one of those things that makes you feel like you're really living, like you're glad to be alive.
I am already glad to be alive. I don't need to play tonsil hockey with some English tart to feel good. I already feel good. I feel wonderful. In fact, I feel quite tingly.
That's right. Those are my tingles you're feeling.
What do you mean?
It's called sexual excitement.
It is?
Yes. And if you think this feels good, wait till you feel what hot, passionate bathing feels like.
And what happens? Bigger tingles?
Oh, major tingles.
Oh, will she still respect us in the morning?
She doesn't respect us now.
Let's bath. I reluctantly moved into the dollhouse and tried to contribute to the mounting doctor bills by working on my memoirs. The strange, almost stranger than strange, unbelievable story of Pat Kramer is one that must be told. I know because, unfortunately, I am Pat Kramer.
Strange, almost stranger than strange.
I'm busy, Jeff.
Mom, it's an emergency.
Honey, what is it? Jeff, honey, what is it, honey?
Make believe there's a birdie there. Pose. Hey, can I have your
Jeff,
autograph?
go to your room.
Right now.
Just like that.
And the rest of you off the furniture.
Look at that.
And what are you grinning at, you big creep?
Please welcome Jane Fonda.
Mark Twain said that there are three kinds of people: commonplace men, remarkable men, and lunatics. I've been married to all three. And Lily, you've played all three. Remember the first time our paths crossed? It was in Los Angeles. I went to see her show appearing nightly. I was totally smitten. You created and populated your own world. As you said, you know, some people consider that schizophrenia, but anyway, it was brilliant. It was the most exciting, brilliant, masterful theater I had ever seen, even though you ridiculed me in it, but then who wasn't doing that in those days? Anyway, at about that time, we were in the process of creating what became 9 to 5. It was not supposed to be a comedy. But when I saw Lily in her show, I knew that she had to be one of the secretaries. And then, on my way home, and I kid you not, this really happened, I turned on the radio, and there was Dolly Parton singing Two Doors Down, I think it was. And I thought, voila. Oh, my God. Dolly, Lily, and moi. It had to be a comedy. Lily, I love you. There's only one of you, and you are pure gold. Mwah.
More coffee, Mr. Hurt?
Coffee.
I think there was something in that coffee.
I think you're right.
I think it was poison.
Right again.
I think you did it. Oh. But why? Why?
Why do you think?
Because I'm a sexist, egotistical, lying, hypocritical bigot.
Bingo.
I'm fairly certain it was some kind of poison. Poison?
Oh, it's okay, it's okay. Easy now.
Poison. Poison. Well, it's all over. Did you hear? An autopsy? I might as well just save him the trouble and give him the rat poison.
Darling,
Well,
are you crazy? You want someone to see it?
well, who cares? I'm finished. I'm a murderer.
No, you're not.
I'm a murderess. Poor kid.
Violet, you're nothing until proven guilty. You know they're going to find the poison when they do the autopsy on the body.
I'm gonna get rid of the poison.
No.
I'll get rid of the body.
No. Violet, it's not murder. There are extenuating circumstances. It was an accident. An accident? She was thinking about doing it last night. We were all thinking about doing it last night. But she didn't do it on purpose.
Oh, maybe unconsciously I did. It's no use. I'm gonna go to the pen.
We better get her a lawyer.
I'm gonna be locked up for life.
Where's the phone? Over there. Do you have any change? I think so. I just sit right here.
I'm gonna lose my job.
Violet, now just calm down.
I'm no fool. I've killed the boss. You think they're not gonna fire me for a thing like that?
Now, hush.
Tumble out of bed and stumble to the kitchen to pour myself a cup of ambition. Yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Then I jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the streets, the traffic starts jumping with folks like me on the job. From 9 to 5, yeah, working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living, barely getting by. Well, it's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind. They never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5 for service and devotion. You would think that I would deserve a fair promotion. I want to move ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that man is out to get me. Ooh. But they let you dream just to watch them shatter. You're just a step on the boss man's ladder, but you got dreams he'll never take away. You're in the same boat with a lot of your friends, waiting for the day your ship will come in. Tide's gonna turn and it's all gonna roll your way. I just know it. Working 9 to 5. They got you where they want you. There's a better life. Y'all dream about it, don't you? It's a rich man's game. I don't care what they call it. And you spend your life for the money in his wallet. 9 to 5. That's working, 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 working 9 to 5. They got you working 9 to 5. Thank you very much. Of course, was so proud to get to be here tonight because I love Lily. I've loved her before we got to do 9 to 5. I think she's just brilliant. And Jane Wagner, her friend and partner, has worked with me too with some of the shows that I've done. And I think she's brilliant as well. But I think Lily has spent her entire life in search for intelligent life in the universe. I do. So what in the world is she doing in Washington? Lily is not the kind of comedian that tells jokes. She, like Mark Twain, tells us the truth about ourselves, and we laugh to keep from crying. So, Lily, you keep telling, and we'll keep laughing, and God bless you. Anyhow. To present Lily with the Mark Twain Prize is the chairman of the Kennedy Center, Jim Johnson.
Thank you, Dolly, and thanks to all the performers who have joined us for this great evening. Watching Lily's work tonight leaves me amazed. Lily, you are a cast of thousands, and every one of them is memorable, human, and funny. It's my great honor to present our nation's highest award for comedy, the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor, to Lily Tomlin.
I cannot tell you how pleased I am at this incredible reception, and I feel that I genuinely do not deserve or qualify on many counts for this prestigious Mark Twain Award. And yet, let me say that there are other counts, many other counts, for which this prize is totally deserved. I've cleverly hidden my notebook here in my armpit. And I wrote this because I wanted to come clean. And I wrote why I do and do not deserve the Mark Twain Prize by Lily Tomlin, as told to Jane Wagner. As many of you have learned, she's an exceptional wit, and she is the creator of humor of the caliber of Mark Twain. Truthfully, I can't hold a candle to either of them. And I have merely learned how to emulate that incandescence in performance. And while I'm shamed to be here tonight under false pretenses, I must say I am really enjoying myself.
Yes, and I am having an excellent time too. Yes, except today at the National Zoo, they gave me a box of animal crackers. And when I looked inside, there wasn't nothing there. they had eaten up each other.
That kind of reminds me of Washington. I almost forgot there's another way in which I differ from Mark Twain. I have actually met Hal Holbrook. And now to get on to the reasons why this award is justified. There are many things about Mark Twain which are exactly like me. Like Mark Twain, I have coveted and built myself a large house in the hopes of creating a larger public personality. And like Twain, I too find myself now deeply in debt. To pay for the bills he'd incurred in pursuit of a larger personality, Twain was obliged to travel and lecture in pursuit of a larger income until the end of his life. I am fully confident that my future will be the same. And like Twain, I find a bad review to be deeply depressing. Twain kept voluminous scrapbooks of his good reviews, and so have I. Recently, however, I picked up one of my scrapbooks, and the newsprint crumbled to the floor. Well, that just about wraps it up for the reasons why this award is deserved. Wait a minute, aren't you forgetting a few similarities, Toots? You're cantankerous, you're a tightwad, you smoke cigars, and you're developing a mustache. Thank you all. I'm honored. Thank you. Thank you all.
To learn more about the Mark Twain Prize and this year's winner, Lily Tomlin, visit the Onstage website at PDX.org.
Tragic story of Captain Robert Falcon Scott and his team trying to reach the South Pole. Tonight, Secrets of the Dead, next here on member-supported OPB.